Well, the Globex session didn't offer anything exciting. It traded between 52 and 61. We didn't get out at 56. We decided to stay in and let the market see if it can test the 66 area. I have mixed emotions about that because the B period formation is typically just a long liquidation type of formation, but the gap is I think going to act as sort of a magnet to get us back down there. Plus we broke out of the 5-day distribution. The 10-day distribution price node is right below us. The 51 area was a little bit of a resistance trying to get to those two TPO areas from the 47s to about the 51s. I think we can test that price node today. If we close the gap at 60, I think there could be selling pressure. It might even be selling pressure before we close the gap. But we're going to stand here with our stop at the same place, 66, and see if we can maximize this trade a little bit, and stick with it until we get down toward the 8-period low of April 1st. The next volume cluster is below where the support held yesterday in the 40s. 47 might be an area, 48. The 8-period low is 38. And of course the gap is all the way down at 22. So those are some areas. I'm going to try not to trade as much as I did yesterday and see if I can maximize this 56 short. Well, the 8-period didn't quite close the gap. The gap is over here at 60, 50 and change. Got up to about 59.50. This is a tick scale, but we're certainly within the closing range, so that might be it. If we can get a little lower, if we can get and test the M period low in the mid 50s where Globex was, then I'll put my stop on this trade above the 8-period high. Well, maybe a little bit above the 8-period high, maybe 62. Right now it's a 66, which is a little bit wide for 56 short to my taste. I prefer more of a 6-point stop, but I try not to base it on a point scale. I try to base it on reference points in the profile picture. '66 is above the D period, B period. As a matter of fact, we're going to keep it up there. What I don't want to happen is, the B period come and test the K period high here at 62.50 and you get stopped out if I have a stop at 60 or 61, and then the market sells off all day, and before you know it, I'm in the same situation, getting whipsawed back and forth trying to get another trade location. I want to be a little more patient today. We don't have an open drive day. We didn't open and drive in one direction, so that's off the table. A trend day is not off the table, although it's probably unlikely considering yesterday was a B formation. I'd be more, I would say the probability is probably higher to have a rotational day and test the 8-period low 4-1, rotate, between maybe that volume cluster in the low 40s, back and forth today, and then maybe a late break to fill the gap, maybe. I would imagine there'd be some support down at the 38 area, the opening of April 1st. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, one thing that's positive is the XLF is leading the way down. It's diverging from the S&P, making lower lows as the mini S&P is just sort of stalling here in the 50s. Well, we're moving in the right direction. There's some building NYSE tick on the negative side. We're building some small negative deltas on the majority of the volume bars. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we test down here at 52. See if we get enough volume to break us underneath the area that we stalled yesterday before the close, where we had some long covering, you might say, or short covering. Took us up 5 points, 6 points from the low. Our first point of interest is the 47 area. I wouldn't be opposed to take some profit at the 47 area if it takes a couple periods to get down there. If we get down there quick, then I'm less apt to take profit. But if we grind down there slowly, I'm a little more apt to take profit. We'll see what the 8 period does. So far, the 8 period's moving pretty fairly in one direction. I'm a little concerned about the volume though. The volume deltas are a little light, but the XLF is still leading the way. All I can think of is remembering yesterday. We had the short 69, took a couple points on it, and the market, even though it was a relatively slow day and a B covering long liquidation formation, still the range of the day from the high was enough to make a lot of money with 4 contracts. So hopefully that mental picture doesn't skew my decision making too much today. We would like to make a couple trades, but I'd like to maximize them if at all possible.